Have you ever wondered why some marriages are built on love and trust, while others crumble under lies and secrecy? How often do people say one thing but do the complete opposite? Today, we're pulling back the curtain on the hidden realities of marriage, the things no one openly discusses. This isn't your typical relationship advice. We're talking raw, uncensored truths about why some married women act in unexpected and overly accessible ways. Why should you watch until the end? Because today, we're revealing what really happens behind closed doors. Why some married women break the rules, what they truly seek, and how men get caught in a game they never signed up for. Let's dive in. Number 1. The ideal versus the reality of marriage. In a perfect world, marriage is a sacred bond, an unbreakable fortress of loyalty. A woman takes vows, signs legal papers, and promises to stand by her husband through joy, sorrow, sickness, and health. That's the fairy tale. But real life, it rarely plays out like a storybook romance. Before marriage, many women play by the rules. They present themselves as high value, make men work for their attention, and withhold intimacy until they feel secure in a man's commitment. This isn't manipulation, it's strategy. They want a reliable partner, someone who will invest in them. But once a woman is married, the game changes. She no longer has to prove her worth or secure a man's affection. She's already won. The ring is on her finger, the commitment is official, and her husband is waiting at home. The chase is over. So why do some married women suddenly seek attention elsewhere? The answer is simple. They crave freedom, even if it's temporary. Number 2. The wedding ring paradox. Why some married women seek affairs. A man sees a wedding ring on a woman's finger. Logically, that should be a stop sign, but often it's not. Sometimes the woman herself initiates the interaction. She casually mentions, "I'm married," as if to set boundaries. But for some men, that statement carries an unspoken challenge. And for some women, it's a way to test how far they can push the limits. Why would a woman risk everything? The monotony of marriage can feel suffocating. The excitement of the chase is gone. Routine replaces romance. And suddenly, an affair offers a secret escape, a thrill her husband no longer provides. Many men assume they are always the hunters. But research tells a different story. In a survey of 500 men, over 60% admitted to having an affair with a married woman, and in nearly 40% of cases, the woman was the one who initiated it. This turns the traditional narrative upside down. Married women aren't always the victims of seduction. Sometimes they're the ones setting the trap. Number 3. When a man falls for a married woman. The emotional trap. What happens when a man catches feelings for a married woman? That's when the real drama begins. Falling for a married woman is like signing up for an emotional roller coaster with no safety harness. At first, it feels exhilarating, but the moment a man expects more, the game changes. The problem? She doesn't want a relationship. She wants a break from her reality. If he starts making demands, he's no longer a fun escape. He's a burden. And once that happens, she'll cut him loose without hesitation. Men who believe they can change a married woman's heart are playing a dangerous game. She already has a provider, security, and a stable life. She isn't looking for another commitment. She's looking for temporary excitement, without consequences. But what happens when feelings get involved? The one who cares more always loses. Number 4. Why married women feel safe taking risks. Many married women who stray feel protected in ways single women don't. Why? Because their husband provides financial stability, a home, and a safety net. This creates a false sense of security, making them more willing to take risks. Unlike single women, they don't worry about being alone if things go wrong. They always have a backup plan. This isn't just speculation. Real-life scandals prove it time and again. From Hollywood to politics, countless powerful men have been brought down by affairs. And more often than not, the woman involved isn't some young, naive girl. It's a married woman who knew exactly what she was doing. Number 5. The dangerous cycle. When a husband becomes too nice. Ironically, Many women dream of marrying a kind, stable, wealthy man. But once they have him, something shifts. If he becomes too accommodating, too willing to sacrifice his self-respect to make her happy, something dangerous happens. She stops respecting him. Men who constantly try to please their wives at all costs often find themselves taken for granted. Over time, the woman no longer sees him as exciting. She craves contrast. And sometimes, that contrast comes in the form of another man. Many women don't cheat because they want to leave their husbands. They cheat because they want variety, a reminder of the passion they once felt. Number 6. The illusion of stability. Why some married women seek affairs. Many people believe that once a woman is married, she has everything she needs: love, security, and a stable future. But reality often tells a different story. For some women, marriage doesn't eliminate their desires. It simply changes how they pursue them. A woman may enter marriage with the belief that she has chosen the perfect man, someone who provides financial stability, emotional support, and a comfortable life. However, over time, she may begin to feel trapped in routine and predictability. The very security she once craved can start to feel suffocating. This paradox is what leads some women to seek excitement elsewhere. Unlike single women, married women who engage in affairs often feel they have little to lose. They know their husbands provide a safety net, financially and emotionally. This sense of security allows them to take risks, believing they can enjoy a fling without serious consequences. However, what starts as a simple search for excitement can quickly spiral into something more dangerous. The biggest irony? Many women who cheat do not view their actions as betrayal. They rationalize it as a harmless escape, a way to add color to their lives without disrupting their home. In their minds, their marriage remains intact, their children are cared for, and their husbands are none the wiser. But this mindset can be dangerous. Once a woman crosses that line, it becomes easier to justify doing it again. With each affair, the respect for her marriage and husband erodes further. The stability she once valued is now the very thing she jeopardizes. In the end, what she thought was just an adventure often leads to irreversible consequences, shattering the very foundation she relied on. Number 7. The respect paradox. When good men become too soft. Many women dream of marrying a strong, successful man, someone who can provide, protect, and lead. But here's the paradox. Once they secure that man, some begin to take his kindness for granted. Over time, if he becomes too accommodating, too eager to please, he may unintentionally lose her respect. A man who bends over backward to make his wife happy while ignoring his own needs may think he's being the perfect husband. However, for some women, excessive devotion can come across as weakness. Instead of appreciating his efforts, she may start to view him as predictable, overly available, and, ironically, less desirable. This shift in perception can be dangerous. A woman who once admired her husband for his strength and confidence may now see him as someone she can control. If he sacrifices his own self-respect to avoid conflict, she may push boundaries just to see how far she can go. And sometimes, that means seeking excitement elsewhere. This doesn't mean men should be cold or distant, but there's a balance to be maintained. Women respect men who have a strong sense of self, who are loving yet firm, kind yet assertive. When a man prioritizes his own value and doesn't tolerate disrespect, he naturally commands admiration. The reality is, a woman's attraction isn't just about love, it's about respect. Once that respect fades, so does the foundation of the relationship. And if she starts looking elsewhere for excitement, it's often not because she stopped loving her husband, but because she stopped admiring him. For a man, the lesson is clear. Never trade self-respect for love, because once respect is lost, regaining it is nearly impossible. Marriage, loyalty, and relationships aren't as simple as we'd like to believe. The truth is, respect, attraction, and commitment aren't guaranteed. They must be nurtured daily. Ignoring red flags, settling for comfort, or believing that love alone can hold everything together is a dangerous illusion. The harsh reality? People don't change after marriage. They simply reveal who they truly are. So, ask yourself, are you in control of your relationship, or are you just hoping things will stay the same? Strength, self-respect, and awareness are what keep you from being blindsided. Now I want to hear from you. Do you agree with this perspective? Have you seen these patterns play out in real life? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this discussion eye-opening, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss our deep dives into the truths no one talks about. See you in the next one.